It began with flashing blue lights on a quiet February night in Jacksonville. What happened next was caught on camera. A young black college student punched and dragged from his car. The images ignited outrage far beyond Florida's borders. Now, after months of review, prosecutors say they will take no further action against the deputy at the center of it all. The state attorney's office for Florida's 4th Judicial Circuit has cleared Officer D. Bowers of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, saying his actions during the arrest of 24-year-old William McNeil did not amount to a crime. In their report released Wednesday, prosecutors concluded the traffic stop was lawful and the use of force was justified. McNeil was pulled over late at night after, according to investigators, Bowers saw him leave a home under surveillance for suspected drug activity. The report says the deputy noticed McNeil's headlights were off and his seatbelt unbuckled. What the public first saw, though, came from a bystander's cell phone. The short, grainy clip shows officers ordering McNeil out of his vehicle, then throwing punches before dragging him onto the pavement. That footage raced across social media, fueling accusations of racial profiling and excessive force. Sheriff T.K. Waters has long argued the video told only part of the story. Prosecutors agreed, calling it incomplete in scope and pointing to officer body camera footage as critical to understanding what happened. According to the report, McNeil refused a dozen lawful commands to exit his SUV, questioned the stop, and declined to hand over his license and registration. At one point, he closed his driver's door and kept it locked for about 3 minutes before officers moved in to remove him. In their words, it is the officer's body-worn camera footage that provides the additional needed context of the circumstances preceding, surrounding, and following McNeil's arrest. But McNeil's attorneys, civil rights lawyers Ben Crump and Harry Daniels, say the decision is nothing more than an after-the-fact defense of excessive force. In a statement, they accused local prosecutors of protecting their own and vowed to take the fight to the federal level, asking the U.S. Department of Justice to step in. Frankly, we expected nothing less, they said, noting that Sheriff Waters publicly predicted the outcome weeks before the report's release. Crump has argued McNeil remained calm throughout, and that officers, trained to de-escalate, instead escalated the confrontation. For many watching this case, it's not just about one traffic stop. It's about a long history, stretching back to the civil rights era, when Black Americans were met with violence for asserting their rights. Tonight, William McNeil is not facing charges. Neither is Officer Bowers. The legal chapter, at least locally, may be closed, but the larger debate over race policing and the use of force in America, that's still wide open. We'll keep following this case if and when the Justice Department responds.